I haven't kissed a man for a year. A year. The last guy I kissed was November 2024. I'm unemployed and I just feel like dating and looking for a job are so similar. Essentially, I'm in my rejection era. Like Monday, I had a Hinge date. He gets my number. We planned to go out Monday evening. He never texted me, so I went back to the match and he had unmatched me. Earlier that day, I got an email for a job I applied for saying their usual, thanks so much, but we decided to go a different direction. I'm embracing my rejection era. We'll see where I end up.
Did I just get friend zoned by someone I don't even recall submitting an application to? Because I just had some bloke come into my live and say, good luck with everything, but you are just not the girl for me, kiss kiss. Like, it was super sincere, but I don't know, like imagine getting fired from a job that you never even applied for. Because that's how I'd be feeling right now. Didn't even make it to the talking stage, and I didn't even get to fucking ghost you. So yeah, it's left me a little confused.
Where is my man at? Where is my man at? I hate to make my entire life about relationships, but where is my man at?
My shower thought of the day: I only need men to protect me from other men. Like, every time I think, oh, it'd be nice if I had a boyfriend here to help me with this, it is the other day when I needed to go get my car fixed, and I'm like, I don't want another guy to rip me off, and I don't want like the tow truck to rip me off or the mechanic, whatever. And when I'm having like the plumber or the electrician come to my place, and I'm like, oh, I don't want him to take advantage of me monetarily or physically. And that's the only reason I need men, because of other men. So I'm gonna think about that tonight.
Why does dating suck in this era? The answer is men. Men are the reason that dating sucks. Oh, but you can't say that. Well, there's always, of course there are exceptions, but overwhelmingly, and statistics back this up, men are the reason that relationships and dating suck. Not only do they no longer want to pursue women, they only want her if she doesn't want him back. As soon as she shows any type of interest, as soon as she lets her walls down, as soon as she lets him get to know her, he loses interest. As soon as she expresses how much she likes him, he's like, I don't like you that much anymore. I know a lot of single women can agree that this happens so frequently. I've seen videos about how we'll be dating someone that pursued us, initiated contact with us, and they'll do everything that we want as far as pursuing. They'll take us out, they'll be a gentleman, they will say the right thing. And then as soon as you start to like them back and show the tiniest ounce of interest, they're like, oh, I'm just really busy. It's sick.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. Men are staying single. Single women thought dating would get easier, but it's not. I'm going to double down on this. Men are in control. We got clips. Let's get into it.
So I have accepted the fact that I'm going to be single my whole life at this rate because all the guys I find cute, well, turns out 5,000 other baddies find them cute. And baddie inflation is too real. Everyone's a fuck-ass baddie nowadays. I just can't compete, bro. Like y'all can have them. I'm out of here. I'm good.
Bingo. Whatever her type is sought after by other women. So when a man is attractive, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be easier for him to attract women. But here's the kicker that you need to take away from this. Women are lazy daters. They have no game. They have to do something to get with said man. They don't want to compete. You heard the woman. I'm going to just stay single. That's fine. That's not hurting anybody. You can settle for a guy that you're not attracted to. That's not going to do anything. You don't believe me? Watch this.
Have you ever tried to have sex with somebody who had a belly? Back in my day, not too long ago, when I was dating for personality, I met a guy who had like a belly, and during sex, it was like the most weirdest thing ever. It was like always a gap. It was like laying on top of a turtle shell. It was just like, I don't know. I just feel like they got to do something about that. I feel like, yeah, I took one for the team to see what it was like to date somebody with a personality. But like now, all my sex partners, they got to have a body of a Greek god, a 6-pack, a high butt. You get the vibe, like, yeah, with the gold chain. Oh.
This is how women think when it comes to men that they don't have burning desire for, they don't want to have passionate sex with. A guy who's not genetically gifted, I'm talking about downstairs, pause, and as well as being in shape. You don't understand what that does to a woman. You can be a guy who's in shape, and you've had this experience happen a bunch of times. A woman is with her dude checking you out. You need to be in shape. You got to eat less. You got to do more cardio. It is what it is, and it's not for women, it's for you. But see, you're impressive to yourself. You're never tripping when a woman's double taking at you. This is why men are staying single as well. When you're in a relationship, you tend to fall off. This is why they always talk about dad bods and stuff like that. It's not attractive. It's not. Even when they're talking about a dad bod, what a dad bod is a guy who's like a coach for a wrestling team. He will look like a man. He will look like a brick wall, a refrigerator. Put it to you like that. Not fat, sloppy. None of that. This is what they think of men. This is what they think of men that they're not attracted to. They're never insecure around these guys. They don't give a damn about what he thinks. I'm helping him out by stepping out with him. Nah, the men who double down on their regimen, the men who have attraction from other women, the men who can see everything clearly, who put themselves first, they ain't going. They ain't going. I want to put that clip in there because guys think they could just be walking around out here and it's like, well, it's okay. I love myself. You don't love yourself. You see a woman give this guy a chance or whatever. Listen, man, why would a woman need to give you a chance? Instead of being insecure around you, thinking, damn, this dude is like, I got to get on his level. That's how it should be. A lot of men are trying to get in shape, staying single, not eating out, not eating anything bad, doing what's best for them. That doesn't make it easier for women out here. Women have to rise to the occasion because men are trying to rise to the occasion for themselves. Let's get into the next one.
I'm 36, I'm single, and unfortunately I'm attracted to men. Dating has been terrible. Most men, I tell them exactly what I need and what I'm wanting from them. Most of it is just better communication. That's literally it. Like, the bar is so low and men can't even do that. It's like I'm holding the door open for them and I'm like, hey, like, this is exactly what I need and what I'm wanting from you. And they just stand there, like, staring at the door. It's so tiring and it's so exhausting. Like, I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm like, why is this so hard for you? I literally told you what I wanted and what I'm needing. I, like, wrote it out and you can't even comprehend that. So that's where I'm at.
Men are in control. I keep trying to tell you guys, man. Single, mid, going on late 30s. Telling men what she wants and what she requires. And men are just looking at her like, what? I don't hear you, though. When you're telling a guy, I won't accept this and you need to do this and be this and this. No, you're done. The hell is wrong with you? See, and this is the thing with them, too. It's so funny, right? They have a bunch of guys who will do everything they want. See, this is the thing. They have a standard for men, but then think that they can tell these men what they require. That doesn't work like that. But here's the funny part, right? I thought women held the cards. I thought women held the access to sex and all of this stuff. Not with the men that they actually want. Not with the men that they actually want. Let's get the next clip.
Why is dating so frustrating? Why? So, talking to this guy on this dating app, right, for about 2 weeks, exchanged phone numbers, everything's good, asks me tonight, what are your plans this weekend? When I say, oh, my kids are actually with their dad this weekend. I work on Saturday, but just half the day. How about you? Oh, I have no plans. Then fucking nothing. Nothing after that. Not would you like to meet up? Do you want to make plans? No, nothing. Why? Why even ask? Why are you even asking what my plans are? If you have no intention of asking. And the other thing that pisses me off is that I feel like people that do that just expect you to not have plans. Like, they can ask you last minute. Like, they'll ask me tomorrow night, hey, you want to hang out tonight? No, motherfucker, I'm busy. And now I'm busy, right? Am I really busy? No. But I'm going to tell you I'm busy because you really think that you can ask people the last minute to do something? Like, make a plan, make it a priority, because if people don't feel like they're a priority, they don't want to spend their time with you, right? Like, when I'm dating somebody, you are my priority. I make you my priority, right? I don't know. Dating nowadays is just so different. I don't think I'm ready for it at all. Nope.
Men are in control. See how his wallet stayed closed by not inviting her to do anything? She's pissed about that. But here's what really happened. I'm not going to have my kids. They're going to be with their dad. Done. What a lot of these women are doing out here nowadays, they're not putting that they have kids on their dating app profile. Then you get to talking to them and they'll slip out that they have kids, or they'll tell you some story, and men ain't going for that. Men are not going for that. And she's upset. See, dating is not going to get easier for women as they go on. It's not. It's going to get easier for men. Men build themselves. You give your years to some other guy. I'm not saying that's anything wrong with that. That's her trajectory. That's her story. That's how she had to go about things. That's not a man's problem. She's like, oh, you know, men just think that you're going to da-da-da-da-da. No. You have to cooperate. If you don't want to cooperate, stay where you're at. Or be like the chick in clip 2, what she exposed, go for a bottom of the barrel guy, a guy lower on the totem pole. You're actually lower on the totem pole. See, this is the funniest thing. They don't want guys that are where they're at. They want guys to just open their wallet. And here's the thing too. They can call us brokies all they want. Call a guy a brokey all you want. If he's not dealing with you, he's saving money that night. He's literally saving money. It's crazy. They swear they're in control. They can demand this, do it like this, approach me like this, take me here, after this, do this, before this and that. No, that's not how that works. Men are getting out of the way. Let's get into the next one.
There was a man in my comment section telling me that men value youth in women. As if we already didn't know that. But why do I find it weird? Because it's disgusting. Why are you a 45-year-old man looking for a woman that is 20 plus years your junior? What does a man who is 20 plus years into adulthood want with a woman who isn't even 5 years into hers? It's not because they're young and fun and lit in turn. It's because they're young and gullible. I hear people saying, I'm so sick of the frontal lobe development conversation. But it's truly true. After a certain age, you start to open your eyes and realize how men work in relationships. They call us old and bitter once we hit 30. I'll be 30 this year. When it's actually wisdom, babe. It's actually the knowledge, babe. It's actually just being fed up with the same thing over and over and over. What is the definition of insanity again? The only thing that you want to do with a woman who is 20 plus years your junior is control her.
Here's one thing about the matchmaking that has pissed me off. And it's petty. It's petty on all fronts. The fact that men do not want to date women their own age or older. As a woman, it really grinds my gears. And I don't want to jump to conclusions and assumptions and I tell myself, maybe it's not for vanity reasons. Maybe it's not about physicality and all of that. But like, and it is just so, like, I have guys that I have kind of gotten to know through this whole process of trying to find them matches. And I like them otherwise. They're nice guys otherwise. But then they just have this one thing where they're unwilling to date a woman their own age or older. And it fucking pisses me off. So then I end up having to email many guys and say, hey, guess what? Nothing for you. Like I'm fucking Jeff Probst, head back to camp. No reward for you because you're unwilling to date a woman that is your own age.
Okay, women are frustrated by this, but it's not, it's so hilarious, right? When women are younger, they go for older dudes. If you went to high school and chicks that you were into, they would have older dudes pulling up to pick them up, right? Even when women are looking for guys to take advantage of, they're taking advantage of older guys and they're offering like companionship. But it's so funny when the roles are reversed, but the guy will actually take care of the woman. He's not actually trying to use her. See, they dress this up as you just want control. No. Older women want you to do XYZ, be XYZ, bring forth XYZ. And it doesn't make any sense. If I'm going to do that anyway, I'm going to do it with somebody that I actually want. 9 times out of 10, you're not impressed with the bare minimum. A younger woman will be impressed with the bare minimum. Check this out. Let's say a guy was to simp and trick and do all of this stuff. He can buy a bag for a younger woman. She'll appreciate it. Hell, he could go on a cruise. He can go to a steakhouse. Spend a couple of $100 on the chick. Let's say if a guy was to simp and trick or whatever, or give resources. The older woman wants a house. She wants a car. She wants a $10,000 allowance and all of this nonsense. Makes no sense. If a guy was going to invest into a woman, why not do it with a younger woman? Let's say a guy was going to trick and simp. If he was going to, give her the money for a boutique, for a store, for some business. Why wouldn't he invest it in her? Why would he invest it in you? You got it by yourself. You're strong and independent. Don't you have the capital? Don't you have the money to do that? Don't you have your own business already? And you don't need a man, right? You're older. You don't need a man. See, a younger chick actually needs the dude. Needs his resources. In a perfect world where all guys were going to simp, let's just go with that analogy, right? A woman would actually need his resources, would need his covering. You don't, right? Why are you mad? Why are you mad? And at the end of the day, it's that guy's money. See, women are only mad at this because a man's money isn't going back into them. You had full access to these guys before they had the access to the money. What's the problem here? Men should not have to date older women because older women say so. You're less agreeable. You're stuck in your ways. You want things to be done a certain type of way. The guy that you want like that doesn't fly. It doesn't make any sense. If he was going to be doing X, Y, and Z, it would be in exchange for cooperation. The cooperation would really have to happen first in exchange for that. Older women can't see that. And that's why older men are staying single. Let me put something out there. I don't like guys think that they could just be whatever and have money. No, when you're a complete package as an older man, and when I say older, I mean 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 years old even, bruh, you can still be out here. They can't a lot of the times. Some good looking older women, but it doesn't mean anything. It's not the same equivalent as a man who's older on his A game. Remember that. Let's get into the next clip.
Ladies, if you want to know if a guy is genuine or not, just don't sleep with them. Like, that's literally it. Just don't sleep with them. Like, wait some months. Wait some months till you sleep with them and give them your precious gift that you could possibly give somebody. Because whenever you sleep with these guys and you create those soul ties, it's over. It's over.
This is another reason why it's harder to date for women than men. See, out here, they're going to tell you this, that it's harder for men to date than women. No. There will always be someone to cooperate with you. The reason why it's harder for women is because women think that they only offer sex, at the same time trying to convince everybody that men only want sex. They're lazy daters. I take it a step further and say that a man will stick with the woman who cannot be replaced. With the value that she brings to the table, he will stick with that woman. A mature man, a mature, well-seasoned veteran man will stick with that woman as opposed to the woman that only offers sex in her looks. But women like to get guys to believe that all they want is sex. Guys get in their feelings. They start feeling bad. Damn, I should be doing more. I could be doing more. The hell is wrong with you, bro? The hell is wrong with you? That makes you unattractive right there. You are him. They are them. It's just like that. If they don't like it, let them go along. Women always try to withhold sex and intimacy from certain dudes. You should take that as disrespect. More men are waking up to this. Oh, you don't want to kiss on the first date? I'm gone. Oh, you don't want to come over on the second, third date? All right, cool. Go find a guy that's going for all that. Because there's plenty of them out here. But it's so funny how women get frustrated with guys who are just like, nah, I'm good. The men that they really want. The men that have experience to know when to get out of the way. They're not in control. They're not in control. See, here's the thing. They can want a guy He goes away. He's like, I'm not dealing with that. She can find another guy that's not like that guy. She doesn't have the hots for that guy. She has to settle. It doesn't matter whether the guy gets the sex or not. Are you going to make yourself attractive enough to get with said guy? If you're not, it is what it is. If you're not going to be on his timing and his protocol, it is what it is. Men need to understand this. You're in control. Whether you get sex or not, whether she wants a relationship or not, you are in control of everything. If more men thought like this, the dating market wouldn't even be the way it is. You got simps out here. As much as we wake dudes up, simps will still be out here left and right. If simps actually understood that they were in control, they just need to rise to the occasion for themselves, everything would be cool. Men are single, right? And it gets harder for women because sex is the only thing that women offer. So men counteract with sex being the only thing they offer. When you offer more, new doors will unlock. New doors will open. Women don't understand, right? See, they always want a guy to open his wallet. But when you offer something more than sex, 9 times out of 10, that guy's wallet will open. It's your boy, Josten J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Why can't you just fucking love me? I don't fucking understand.
Something I've been thinking about lately in regards to singleness that I have a difficult time describing, especially to my married friends, is this concept that as a single woman, especially in my late 20s, I am no one's person. I'm no one's top priority. I feel like when I say this, it almost sounds like a self-pity, like woe is me type of thing. And I don't mean it that way at all. I just mean it as the truth. And there are so many gifts in this season. But the fact of the matter is, as a single woman surrounded by all of my closest friends that are married, most of them having children, my family's all married, I am no one's top priority. I'm no one's person. I'm no one's, hey, did you get home safe? Hey, how was your day? I am not that for anyone. And all my friends that are married, don't get me wrong, their priorities are in the right place. Their top priority should be their husband and their children. But the fact of the matter is, some of them are my top priority, and I am not theirs. And that's okay. But it can be really isolating and it can be really lonely. When I get big news, the first people I call are like my 2 or 3 closest friends and my mom. When any of those individuals get big news, the first people they call are their husbands.